Hello, Mets fan in the Philippines, and today the Mets will play, but I haven't made a video in quite some time. I believe the last one that I made was 2 or 3 games at the beginning of the losing streak of the 12th game, or I believe it was 12. Then Juan Soto came back, we won a couple, and now we're back to the losing streak being swept by the Rockies. All this time, and the first thing that I want to cover is that I didn't want to be that person who would say, we should cut players, we should do this, and we should do all that. When we were in a 3-game losing streak, we were not doing good. Juan Soto was about to get injured or was injured, and we couldn't find a way to win. As a matter of fact, I don't think we still have found a way to win. And I'm going to give you now that we've been through all these losing streaks. We are in last place. At least from yesterday, we were in last place, tied with the Phillies. The Phillies just fired Ron Thompson. Cora in the AL East also got cut by the Red Sox. As we could see, the windows are caving in on Carlos Mendoza. That's no ifs, nor or buts. And when you win, you don't see the miscues. When you lose, you start pinpointing even the smallest ones that you ignore when you're winning. As long as you're winning. So these are my pointers, my thoughts and everything. First, our pitching. Did it get on free agency? Did we do everything that we could to have that pitching that we wanted? And I have to look back also last year. Sean Manaea, we signed. At the same time, who were the players that were available? Who were the players that are doing good during that time? Yes, there was players like Blake Snell. How much more did he get? Was it worth it? Should the Mets would have gone that route? We acquired Frankie Montas. We acquired Griffin Canyon. And we acquired also Sean Manaea. At the same time, I was saying we should get Walker Buehler or Jack Flaherty. And both, at least from my knowledge, Walker Buehler was a bust. Now we gotta look at this year as well. This year, we didn't stick to that point of trying to get low contracts as a starter. We did go get on a trade Freddie Peralta. All these things that I'm saying is pinpointed to the general manager. He's the one that is giving all the pieces to the manager. And he's the one that puts them together so we could win. At the same time, the manager is putting these lineups, shuffling the lineup. I think we should just stick to a lineup. But back to the pitching. Freddie Peralta, which I think is still a good pickup. Then we went to get Tobias Myers, who we could put as a starter and as a relief. Right now he's averaging around 2 point something, under 3 innings on the long relief. Sean Manaea, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to no Mets, but he's becoming a bust. Kodai Senga, ever since that injury, has been declining. He lost the game 3-0. At the same time, it was 0 runs. At the same time, he only lasted 2.2 innings. I believe it was 2.2. The third starter that I thought he was going to be at least the number 3 best starter, Peterson, they put him as a relief pitcher, put Tobias Myers as the starter as a protection. Hopefully he changes the way he pitches. But still, you expected him to do so-and-so, and now he's doing so-and-so. I seen posts, I seen comments saying, wow, at least Tyler McGill is injured, this and that, or else he'll be up here. I'd rather have Tyler McGill right now. Tyler McGill was doing good at the beginning of the season last year. If you look at his stats at the beginning, all the starters were doing good. This year it's like a 50-50 or I want to say 40-60 since 30-60 or whatever the number is, because now we have only 3 good starters. Freddie Peralta, Nolan McLean, he takes a decline on the 6th inning, and Clay Holmes. The other 3 starters, and Peterson, Manaea is already a relief pitcher, and also Kodai Senga. I don't know. I cannot say anything. Christian Scott was brought up. He walked almost everybody, and he's proven why he's in the minor leagues. I still think No.⁴ is a decent prospect to be a 5th starter. Let's not try to make him an ace, a number 2 starter. Let's be realistic, a number 5, and he will eat up those innings that we're missing. He will pitch and hopefully only allow a 4 point something, a 5 point something ERA within his ERA. When it comes to hitting, Juan Soto came back. I could see that the lineup was changing. He gets on base. Bo Bichette on leadoff. To be honest, he should be the leadoff. Even if Lindor comes, we cannot sugarcoat or we cannot just pamper players because they have big contracts or people like him. He should be the number 2. Polanco, he's like a Jesse Winker 2.0. He's always injured, or I don't want to say always because it's a short season yet, but he's injured. Jesse Winker was injured almost all year last year. Maybe some was manipulated to have him on the DL or IL and have other players in. When it comes to, I was looking at this article of the 4 prospects or players in the minor leagues that are doing good. And I said this at the beginning of the season, before the season, spring training, I said, I like Carson Bench, but for me, a better prospect between him and Ewing is Ewing by a landslide. And right now, he's proving that both of them are proving my theory right. AJ Ewing, Keith Hernandez said he has an upper swing. Now that each time I see him, I cannot get over those comments, and each time he swings, I see it. AJ Ewing just got promoted to AAA. That's another good thing about these minor league players right now, is that if the Mets are struggling, you're moving up the chain fast. And the biggest pro is you're going to be a Mets. If we're winning, you might be moving fast, but you're a trade bait to improve the team that is winning. So if a prospect is a die-hard Mets, they want to be in the Mets team organization, this is a perfect scenario for them. Why? Because we're losing. That's why when people are saying we should trade No.⁴, we should do all these, I read the comments. I don't know nothing above my pay grade. What I see is No.⁴ should stay. All these players. There's 3 players. Bo Bichette. I'm not sure if he's allowed to get traded. I think he's not. He has opt-outs. Then we have to look at Freddie Peralta that we could trade. And we have to look at other players that we could trade. At the same time, Marcus Semien, I know a lot of people are still reminiscing on the players that we had last year. It's one more year after this. And that's it. We could look at all the negativity, but we have to also look at the positives. We could also look at all these players we could have signed that are not doing good. Yes, for example, Tajon Walker, that we're saying, oh, he's got cut. Good thing we dodged that. There's a lot of bullets that we dodged. That's just being honest. We just pinpointing at the ones that are doing good, that we should have kept, we should have done. But this is a small dosage on what the bigger picture is. And this is in my view. For me, would I done those trades? Yes. Even though I'm not a big Jeff McNeil fan, I know he could hit. He could hit. He could have been our second base. He could have done a lot. But like I said, we cannot focus on those things. The other 2, 3, that's fine. That's another thing. We're looking at Devin Williams and so on, but see who left and how they're doing. It's not just we should have done this, we should have done that, just because you see them do good. And all the ones that are not doing good, you just don't say nothing. Do I still think that this team has potential? I still think so. At the same time, all these little things that are felt that we're doing wrong, they're being magnified now because we're losing. We see that Brady maybe not be hitting like other people expected. He has a low contract. He's doing good for me. Alvarez is doing good too. I see all these comments about, oh, our young babies and all this, the Met babies and so on, they're not doing good. I mean, it's hard to get hit the lottery with a lot of good prospects to be your number 3 hitter, your number 2 hitter. I think they're doing good. Roberts, for me, he's going back to his old style, and he's batting 4. But then again, who's going to be our number 4? I do like Alvarez in the front of the lineup, at least in the 1 through 4. The number 3 hitter right now, I'm not sure who it is. It might be him. Number 4 in my heart right now is supposed to be Beatty, not Roberts. Simeon, he could stay in the back. And I also think that Ronnie Mauricio should be given a chance. At the same time, I don't like these shuffling lineups. Just let those guys play. At the beginning, we had the same lineup for X amount of times and we were winning, and all these players knew where were they going to bat, if they're going to play, and hopefully they do good. Now we look at it and it's just, how is our lineup going to be? After Lindor, then we have bench. Now we have Bichette. Stick with Bichette. The number 2 will always probably be Juan Soto. Stick to him. Once Lindor comes, hopefully soon, stick him to one place. Ronnie Mauricio, stick him to another place. If he's the one that is sub him. Polanco, put him in a certain place. And that's it. Don't be just shuffling all these lineups and next thing you know, we're losing, and you look at the lineup and you start saying, why are we doing this? We're playing today, and I guarantee you in this series, we're not going to have the same lineup back to back. I know we want to put the left specialist against a left specialist, a lefty hitter against their best potential, and the right one also. You stick to them. You stick to that player. Give him a chance. When it comes to Stearns, do I think his window is closing? To me, this is the way the chain goes. It goes from the bottom to the top, or it goes from the middle to the bottom, then to the top. First is the manager, then it's the coaches, and then it's the GM. You cannot fire the players. You could cut them, like take John Walker. And right now, if players are going to get cut, they're probably looking at Kodai Senga. They're probably looking at Sean Manaea. But who's going to replace him? Sean Manaea, each time he comes, he allows a run or 2. He's doing decent, but he's still not having that perfect game of not allowing runs. Kodai Senga, I like how he pitches, but for some reason, I don't know what's going on with him. He's not doing good. Right now, we have 3 starters. If we bring Jonathan up, and I know this is a long shot, at least he gives us innings, and that's 4. We have so many pitchers that could be long relief right now because they're not doing good as a starter. And that's all I got for Carson Bench. Even though he's not doing good, just put him at the end of the lineup. Stick him in there, hope he hits, or do a Francisco Alvarez, send him to the minors, let him adjust. And like I said, AJ Ewing is down there. I know David Stearns knows that. You gotta take you gotta swallow your pill and say, you know what, the players that I drafted are not doing good. The other players are doing good. I think he also drafted AJ Ewing. Go to AJ Ewing. Don't take that pride and see those players struggle. Send them down. Let them figure it out. Just like Francisco Alvarez, or stick them at the end of the lineup. Don't have them on the bench. And that's all I got. Thank you, and thank you for watching. Hope you like this video. I forgot who we got for Mark, Acuna. Oh, we got, Simeon. Anyway. No, not Simeon. Who did we, Luis Roberts. Anyways, have a good day. Hopefully you liked the video. This time I decided to show some negativity on the Mets. Thank you.